So much of healthcare isn't actually about caring for your health or that of a loved one. From my own experience, the thing that helped my wife and I most with our daughter's diagnosis was connecting to other people. I'm Mike Porath, founder and CEO of The Mighty. When our daughter Annabelle was 2 years old, we got a phone call from the doctor who told us that she had this rare disease called Duke 15q syndrome. When you get a diagnosis, you don't know all the questions you should be asking. You don't know who you should be asking them to. You're just not sure what's next. So I call this the sea of questions. We felt lost. We felt scared. We felt alone. We had all of these different questions, but we felt like we were, on this raft where we didn't have a paddle. We didn't have a way to navigate through all this. We didn't have a sense of what direction to move in. And I think that's how a lot of people feel when they get a diagnosis. Our journey was unique to us, but every day, thousands of people dealing with thousands of different health conditions get news that they weren't expecting. We're all trying to find our path forward, and that's the next step for us. When we got our daughter's diagnosis, we did what most people do. We turned to Google. I started looking up all the terms associated with this, and I found some medical information, but because it was a rare disease, there really wasn't that much out there. And then finally, I found an old PDF file that had 6 stories from parents who were writing about their own experiences raising a child with the same condition. And these stories were so powerful. And what surprised me about these stories is they actually had a lot of humor and joy in them. Parents, wrote about these amazing moments that were packed with beauty and meaning for them. And that's one of the things I've learned over time is just how rich it is to live this life. It just made my wife and I feel like these other people are handling this. We could too. We no longer felt as alone. We actually felt more connected. We felt more optimistic knowing that other people were going through these same things. I remember the feeling of wanting to connect with these people, to reach out, to go find them, just like listen and learn from their own experiences. But it was an old PDF file. There wasn't a way to do that. There wasn't a network built around that. And that was really, what I was seeking, and ultimately why my wife and I built The Mighty. We wanted to build the bridges that allowed people to connect through these amazing, powerful bonds that we all share because of the health issues we're dealing with. Imagine Sunday dinner at your house in a comfortable setting where you can bring any of the people that could be helpful to you, whether they're patients, or doctors, or therapists, or researchers, or more, and bring them to the table, ask them questions, and have these deep, meaningful conversations. That's how healthcare should really work in an ideal world. We can deliver the right content, the right resources, all of those things. The Mighty is set up to be just that, where in your pocket, you've got this network of millions of people that you can bring to the table at any time, no matter what issue you're facing. The conversations we have at this table should help you navigate all of the issues around health. The medical parts, the emotional parts, it's the whole human experience we go through. This is the place where community is built. This is the place where trust is built through these honest conversations of what we're all going through, feeling connected and more optimistic. The amount of insight that we can learn is not only helpful to the individual members of our community, but also to our partners who can much better understand what people are going through and how they can better serve them. That's the world that we want to see. That's what The Mighty is about, this network of millions of people coming together to help each other. This is how the future of healthcare should look, and this is how the future of healthcare should feel. We've got a seat at the table for you too.